Compass FM, and I have Bruce Janes. Bruce is no stranger to Compass FM, that's for sure. You hear him all the time on Compass with his messages. He is the Principal Rural Fire Officer for North Canterbury. Bruce joins us now, and a very good afternoon to you, Bruce.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Bruce, I know that COVID will be affecting fire and emergency. We'll have a look at that shortly, but to begin with, we no longer have the total fire ban here in North Canterbury. We're into a restricted season. What does that mean, Bruce?
Yeah, sure. A standard restricted fire season where fire is by permit only. So if you want a fire, you'll need a fire permit. So that's all that means.
Okay, and anybody applying for a permit will get one?
Yeah, mostly. We're being a little cautious because there's still some areas that are extremely dry. So, for example, the Omahi to Cheviot belt, if you like, driving up the state highway, once you leave Waipara on your left and on your right, out to the coast, is very, very dry still. So we'll do some permits in those areas, and we're also restricting other burns that aren't super necessary, just Mrs. and Mr. Smith want to burn some rose prunings. Is that necessary on a hot day? Maybe not. So we're just managing that.
As regards to our farming community, the burns are part of running a profitable business. They will be looked upon favourably, could we say, Bruce?
That is absolutely right here. So we don't have any right to hold up commerce. Your stubble burns, your pre-setting for the winter crops must go ahead. And also, importantly, biohazard. So, for example, the American brood something or other.
Yep, with you.
a disease for the bees, and the varroa mite. So any of those biosecurity burns go ahead immediately.
Yep, I'm with you. So it's a restricted season. You can't just go out there and light a fire. You need a permit, but FENZ will probably in most cases issue, but there are certain circumstances where it won't be permitted. Let's move on to COVID, because of course COVID, when you think about it, a whole lot of firefighters, when we go level 4, jumping into one truck. You tell me what FENZ have in place, and I know it's a fluid thing, probably changing all the time, but at this stage, how are you guys going to operate?
Yeah, sure. So the public can rest assured there will be a continued fire response or emergency response, for that matter. Motor vehicle accident, all that sort of jazz, hazardous spill, that will continue to happen without fail. Just our protection levels shift. So, for example, at midnight, all our people will jump in the truck, but they'll wear their masks and probably eye protection, and they'll go to the fire, protect themselves from each other, protect you, the public, from themselves, and vice versa. When they come back, when the call is total decontamination, all those masks get chucked out, and washing of gear and the truck, and decontamination of even the station. So a very strict in and out protocol for looking after themselves and looking after you, the public.
Right, well that's just the way it has to be, of course, but by crikey, that's going to add to the workload, isn't it, Bruce, especially if you're busy out there having to do that after each trip out, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's it. What we are looking at of interest, not here by any means, but certainly investigating an option for rural anyway, where we may restrict the types of fires right across New Zealand, so that we're not issuing permits to everyone all of the time, so our brigades are forever chasing smoke in the area. They're off chasing willy-nilly.
Yep.
So that's something we're thinking about. So that, yep, the farming can still happen, those burns can happen, but we may restrict what other permits we issue right across NZ. So that's a bigger picture thing.
Yep, I'm with you. Hey, great to hear from you, Bruce. Thanks for spending time with us on Compass FM. That is Bruce Janes. He is the Principal Rural Fire Officer for North Canterbury.